Well, this is rare. You're the one calling me first. That day, I should be off shift. Got it. You're asking me out. Don't tell me. You want a candlelight dinner with me on Saturday. No fun. But then again, any candlelight would pale in comparison to me anyway. Hold on. Ugh. No way. I slept on the floor on purpose. Once you've tried every luxury bedding in the world, you'll realize that a bed is nothing more than an inferior sleep apparatus. Only by staying close to nature and returning to simplicity can you achieve the best quality of sleep. The floor is the closest place to nature. I have my own reasons. First of all, congratulations. Showing up at my workplace on your own brings us one step closer to making the Guangxi City Model Couple List. keep this momentum, and qualifying for the list is only a matter of time. I came to the hospital today mainly to wait for my assistant's blood test results. Last week's report was dragged out until now. I'm telling you, these young doctors today have a serious procrastination problem. If they actually become doctors, who would dare be their patients? Can you actually read this? Stop looking. There's no way that's my handwriting. I reached level 8 in calligraphy back in junior high. This is obviously someone else's handwriting. But you, were you really that eager to see me? Tell me, how do you plan to ask me out? That fast? Who would have thought you'd be even more forward than I am? Don't deny it, and don't be shy. I get it. But us like this, isn't it a little rushed? Shouldn't it be a bit more romantic at least? What do you think? So, you're just inviting me to your place to watch a movie? You're right. Let's start with the movie and take it step by step. Is something a bit off? That's exactly right. As expected, today I'm still radiant and dazzling. I'll go change. Wait here a moment. Charlie, I'm not kidding. What's gotten into you today? You actually dozed off in the office. Your perfect image was almost ruined in one fell swoop. Fortunately, I reacted quickly enough. But even if you fell to the ground, your posture would still be so handsome. Perfection. Your name is Charlie. You just have to spell everything out clearly. Not romantic at all. Don't get too emotional. A proper fiancé should always be ready to make some sacrifices for love. Of course, it also has to be something I want to do. Don't just stand there dazed. Let's go. Just to say this, I thought it would be something like, close your eyes, let me tie a silk ribbon over them for you. Or, I'd have to answer several questions correctly before you'd let me in. What's wrong with the room being messy? If you want a bigger room to put things in, I can help you move to our new house anytime. How is it a mess? Pretty good. It can still accommodate one more person. Is this how you treat a specially invited reviewer? Can you be a bit more professional? I can obviously do that. But what if the person choosing the films has a bias and keeps picking romantic movies? What is this? Soul Slaughter? A horror movie? Are you serious? Ridiculous. In my dictionary, the word fear doesn't exist. Don't end up pulling me tight out of fear later. No need to thank me. If you're scared to the point of shivering all over, my warm chest is available for you to borrow. Wait a moment. All right, let's begin. Aren't you scared of watching this scene? If you're scared, just say so. Your fiancé's arms are always open for you. If you're scared, don't move. Other healing services are charged separately. If insulting the audience's intelligence were a crime, this production team would be sentenced to life imprisonment. What a doctor sees is different from what you see. Especially for elites like me. Do you want to hear it? Well, for my fiancé, giving a little explanation is only natural. This part here is the medulla, located at the junction of the brain and spinal cord. It houses many vital centers that maintain life activities. Simply put, it controls body temperature and respiration. If you were pierced through like in those movies, you'd lose consciousness instantly. There's no way to keep a prisoner alive for that long. Want to check my abs? Are my biceps really that attractive? Are my biceps really that attractive? Not bad. Smarts are contagious, you know. Miss, are you looking for an excuse to take advantage of me? Pretty much. But you're a little off. The medulla is in a lower position, here. The spot you just touched, go a bit higher, and that's the pons. If you go further up, that's the midbrain. Do you understand? This is what they call hands-on teaching. If you study medicine, I might even give you a few more lessons. Why let the benefits go to someone else? So, miss, care to switch careers and become my personal assistant? Is that so? Then I'll have to savor it properly tonight. You can't even watch, but you still want to listen? You sure about that? Okay, let me tell you. The prisoner wasn't dead. He awoke from a hazy state, looked around, and found the maze-like underground passage deserted. He slowly walked forward along the passage. Ahead, there was a faint light, the only light in the passage. He hurried into the light. A rough wall was illuminated by a solitary torch. A patch of skin was missing from the back of his neck. If he paid close attention, he could probably smell a hint of grease. How did you know it was grease? The incision was clean, without any excess blood, and the edges were slightly carbonized. This was clearly a mark left by surgical electrocautery. Skin that's been touched by an electrocautery tool experiences heat damage, vaporizing the fat beneath. Theoretically, at such close range, the smell of grease should be very obvious. It seems this maze holds many secrets. The jailer's medal lays on the ground beneath the torch. The prisoner kicked the medal angrily, then immediately trembled with fear. He picked it up, brought it to his lips, and gave it a painful, gentle kiss. Like this. Rogue. It was just a light touch on my hand. Don't tell me. Are you blushing? If hearing it alone does this to you, how are you supposed to handle it later? Hit me? I haven't even kissed you yet. Why are you the one getting all handsy with me instead? Okay, stop. Want to continue? Continue what? Of course. Continue watching the movie. So, what else do you want to do? Tell me. Maybe I can accept it. If not, put your hand down. There are no scary scenes now. Not putting it down? How am I supposed to watch? You have your own way? You do have a little persistence. You're becoming more and more like me. Today I found another thing we have in common. Oh wait, two things. The other one is, I now agree. Enjoying a horror movie is indeed quite fun. How to escape? It's simple. Beat the guard who's keeping him locked up. That's the trope in every horror movie. A person's life is very short. So you admit it too. To create a brilliant life like the sun in such a short time, you have to make compromises on trivial little things. Unfortunately, that movie has been filtered out by my perfect life mechanism. Who said I don't remember? I remember perfectly how my fiancée just hid in my arms, scared out of her wits. Projector? Nothing special about it. I can't properly evaluate anything under 200,000. Though, you could consider it a home projector for couples. I'm simply providing an objective review. Here's my invaluable evaluation. See that it's reported faithfully to the brand. Consider it my generous good deed for the day. Why return it? Wait, you don't use it? I still want it. Next weekend, bring it to my place. Of course, as my fiancé's abandoned shared property, I naturally have a right to claim it. Come to my place next week. Don't you dare stand me up. How do we do that? Are you sure? I don't make a habit of losing. Interesting. I accept your challenge. If you're too scared to move later, you'll be the one who's embarrassed. But before we compete, aren't you forgetting something? Where did you go this morning? Think again, before the hospital. Beer, same as you. Are you drinking alone at home? I go to the bar, but I don't drink. Is it strange not to drink? Thinking that going to a bar means drinking is what's strange. Let me put it this way. I only go to bars for one purpose: to have fun. Letting alcohol take over the body is an insult to a mind born flawless. Especially this kind of cheap malt fermented alcohol. 100 grams of beer, basically low sugar water, produces 180 joules of heat in the body. Drinking beer is not as quick as swallowing a bomb. I remember someone saying that drinking is about mood. When I'm with my fiancée, do you think I should stay highly rational or be wisely foolish for once? Of course not. Don't worry, I won't use alcohol as an excuse to do anything. I can't stand people like that. Are you questioning a doctor's practical skills? I have the habit of trimming my nails for surgery. It's just inconvenient to open cans. Just now. It's just one mistake by a perfect person. The same thing won't happen a second time. You. Are you really not afraid? Scared yet? Giving up so quickly? Then why are you covering your eyes? We agreed to watch together, but you can't even do that yourself? This is your last chance. I'll count to 3, then put your hands down. 3. That doesn't count. I don't accept this way of watching. 2. Refusing to admit defeat yet not letting go. Does such a cheap deal exist in the world? Why are you pouting so much? Are you angry? Losing to me isn't shameful. All right, don't be afraid. I'm here. Why are you asking this all of a sudden? It's a vacuum. In such an environment, sound cannot travel because it lacks the necessary medium. Yes. Are you hearing things? That's the sound from the movie. No water got in either. What? What was it? There's nothing there, right? If ghosts truly existed in this world, how could they possibly tolerate the existence of someone as perfectly unnatural as myself? Maybe some furniture upstairs has fallen over. Just a coincidence. There really is a sound. Oh, help me! What was that? You. You're not kidding, are you? Ah! If you're too scared to move later, you'll be the one who's embarrassed. What? You tricked me? Just now. I refuse. You have to tell me what's going on first. But just now, that's it? Actually, when I came in, I felt there must be something wrong with the structure of this house. Just as I thought, the pipe sound is so loud. Also, your acting is pretty good. Actually, I wasn't scared. Playing along is the highest praise I can give to your performance. You still lost today. You were scared first, so now you owe me something. Comfort me. Miss, you're not so innocent yourself. How to escape? It's simple. Beat the guard who's keeping him locked up. That's the trope in every horror movie. A person's life is very short. So you admit it too. To create a brilliant life like the sun in such a short time, you have to make compromises on trivial little things. Unfortunately, that movie has been filtered out by my perfect life mechanism. Who said I don't remember? I remember perfectly how my fiancée just hid in my arms, scared out of her wits. Projector? Nothing special about it. I can't properly evaluate anything under 200,000. Though, you could consider it a home projector for couples. I'm simply providing an objective review. Here's my invaluable evaluation. See that it's reported faithfully to the brand. Consider it my generous good deed for the day. Why return it? Wait, you don't use it? I still want it. Next weekend, bring it to my place. Of course, as my fiancé's abandoned shared property, I naturally have a right to claim it. Come to my place next week. Don't you dare stand me up.